Let's begin with a fact that's hard to ignore. Right now, as you listen, countless microscopic plastic particles are likely traveling through your body. It's not science fiction. This is the new reality of our modern age. These invisible invaders, known as microplastics, have found their way into some of the most protected and sensitive corners of the human body. Recent studies have uncovered plastic particles in organs such as the liver, lungs, colon, and even the placenta. They've been detected in breast milk, raising serious questions about infant exposure during crucial developmental stages. Even more alarming, microplastics have now been found embedded in the arteries of patients with heart disease, a discovery that links these particles to a significantly higher risk of heart attacks, strokes, and even premature death. It's a silent, relentless invasion. But what if the tools to fight back are ancient, simple, and sitting right in your kitchen? What if, as modern science now shows, a trio of familiar ingredients, turmeric, black pepper, and olive oil, could help support your body's resilience in the face of this plastic onslaught? Let's dive into the science behind this remarkable combination and explore how you can turn everyday meals into powerful acts of self-defense. First, let's get clear on the enemy. Microplastics are plastic fragments less than 5 millimeters in size, and they're everywhere, in our food, our water, and the air we breathe. They break off from larger items, think water bottles, plastic packaging, even the fibers in our clothes, and enter the environment. From there, they make their way into us. Maybe you've heard the startling claim that the average person could be ingesting the equivalent of a credit card's worth of plastic every week. While that number is debated, the essential truth stands. Microplastics are a fundamental part of our environmental exposure. But what happens once these particles are inside us? Unlike larger debris, microplastics are small enough to cross the gut barrier, slipping into the bloodstream and traveling throughout the body. Once inside, they don't just sit there. They interact with our cells in ways that can cause real damage. Scientists have shown that microplastics can trigger oxidative stress, a process akin to cellular rusting. This stress disrupts normal cell function, leads to chronic inflammation, and can even interfere with the way our hormones work, a recipe for long-term health problems. The situation is serious enough that in 2024, researchers publishing in the New England Journal of Medicine found a direct link between microplastic presence in arterial plaque and a sharply increased risk of serious cardiovascular events. People with microplastics lodged in their arteries had a much higher chance of suffering heart attacks or strokes, and an increased risk of death compared to those without these particles. It's not just a theoretical threat anymore, it's a real measurable risk. So, what can we actually do about it? Avoiding microplastics entirely is nearly impossible in today's world. But what if we could help our bodies handle this challenge more effectively? This is where the wisdom of ancient foods and the insights of modern research offer hope. The first member of our natural defense team is turmeric, a golden-hued spice long treasured in traditional medicine. The secret to turmeric's power lies in curcumin, its primary active compound. Curcumin is a potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agent. Think of it as a molecular shield, patrolling your body to neutralize the free radicals generated by environmental toxins like microplastics. It also helps calm the fires of chronic inflammation, which is increasingly recognized as a root cause of many diseases. Studies in animals and cells have suggested that curcumin can protect organs such as the liver and kidneys from toxin-induced harm, including damage from plastics and other pollutants. However, there's a catch. Curcumin is notoriously hard for our bodies to absorb. On its own, very little actually makes it from your digestive tract into your bloodstream. This is where black pepper steps in as the indispensable sidekick. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that dramatically increases the absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. Piperine works by slowing down the metabolism of curcumin in the liver, allowing much more of it to enter the circulation and reach the tissues where it can do its protective work. Without black pepper, most of the curcumin you consume simply passes through, never having a chance to help. But there's another piece to the puzzle: olive oil. Curcumin is fat-soluble, which means it dissolves best in fat rather than water. High-quality fats, like extra virgin olive oil, help shuttle curcumin through the lymphatic system and into the bloodstream, maximizing its bioavailability. Olive oil also brings its own anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties to the table, thanks to its rich polyphenol content. In essence, olive oil acts as both a carrier and a collaborator, amplifying the benefits of the spice duo. So how can you harness this ancient trio in your daily life? The answer is both simple and delicious. Try blending turmeric and black pepper into a salad dressing made with extra virgin olive oil and fresh lemon juice. Drizzle it over roasted vegetables, use it as a marinade, or stir it into soups just before serving. Another favorite is the golden milk latte. Warm your choice of milk with turmeric, a dash of black pepper, and a spoonful of olive oil or coconut oil for a soothing, health-boosting drink. If you're considering supplements, be discerning. Look for turmeric extracts standardized for curcumin content, formulated with piperine, and ideally delivered in an oil base. This ensures you're getting the full benefit of the research-backed synergy. Of course, even as you add this power trio to your kitchen routine, it's wise to reduce your microplastic exposure wherever possible. Choose glass, stainless steel, or ceramic over plastic for food storage. Filter your drinking water, reduce consumption of heavily packaged foods, and opt for natural fibers in your clothing when you can. Ultimately, while we can't eliminate every threat from our environment, we can choose to strengthen our defenses. The combined wisdom of ancient tradition and modern science shows us that the foods we eat can be powerful allies in protecting our health. By using turmeric, black pepper, and olive oil together, you're not just adding flavor to your meals, you're building a shield against one of the defining challenges of our era. So, what will you create with this golden trio? Whether it's a vibrant salad, a soothing drink, or a hearty stew, each meal becomes a small act of resilience. Your kitchen is more than a place to feed your hunger. It can be the front line in your journey toward health in a changing world.